Hello and welcome to the Upward John Show, where we simplify faith and finance. Life operates on principles, and today I want to talk about the principles of money, the 3 M's of money. Number 1, make money. You've got to be intentional about earning money. I remember a few years ago, like 11, 12 years ago, a few friends and myself, we sat down with our mentor and he was asking us what we wanted to do in the long term. And we all spoke about the great transformational projects we had in mind. Some of us wanted to build schools to help the less privileged. Some of us wanted to build hospitals, in our communities, just make big changes to transform society. And I remember him saying to us, amazing, I love everything every one of you has said, but remember, you need to actually earn money. Number 1, you need to earn, because when you earn money and you cover all your essentials, it gives you time and it gives you the headspace to be able to think and plan towards these great ambitious dreams. Number 2, you need to earn money because these dreams need funding. Without money, it's difficult to fund these really ambitious projects. And for me, that was like a light bulb moment when I realized that, okay, whilst you have these dreams, you've got to be intentional about earning a living, not just earning just for the sake of just covering the essentials, but earning enough that one day you can actually pay for these dreams. And that was when I thought to myself, I need to be really intentional about my career. The second principle is manage money. Everything you earn, whether from your salary or from your business or your investments, it's money that's been entrusted to you, and you have a responsibility to manage it. I remember my granddad used to say something, and when I was much younger, I didn't really understand what it meant, but the older I've gotten, I've come to understand it a lot better. My granddad used to say, money develops wings and it can fly. You find money flies away from those who don't know how to use it or who don't value it, and it stays with those who understand the value of it and who know how to use it well. Now, the meaning of what he's saying is, if you are somebody who doesn't understand or who hasn't learned how to manage money, you'd find it's very difficult for you to hold on to anything you have. But for people who are learning, or those who have learned to manage money, you'd find some way, somehow, they just always find that money for anything that they want to do, or just have money saved away somewhere. So if you're in that position where you're struggling with managing money, you're definitely in the right place at the right time by listening to this video. And the first step to making a change is actually acknowledging to yourself that there is a problem. And the moment you realize there's a problem, you'd find you start to look for the answers that you need. So please do not beat yourself up. You're definitely in the right place at the right time. When you learn how to manage money, you'd find somehow that money supply just keeps on growing and growing and growing. Principle number 3 is multiply money. Now, let me just quickly say, for you to get to number 3, principle number 1 must definitely be working at work. Principle number 2, definitely must have mastered that for principle number 3 to work. Now, how do you multiply money? Either through entrepreneurship or through investments. Now, the key thing in multiplying money is building. It takes time. There's a temptation for us to want to put our money in get rich quick schemes. I've done it as well, and I've been guilty of it in the past, but I've come to learn that actually we need to give ourselves time. An investment that turns around 3% return is not bad. You put your money, I'll just use that as an example, just to be clear. You put your money into something, if it's growing by 3%, it is something. Over the next 10 years, it adds up to a sizable amount. So please do not think, actually, just because it's not as quick as you would like it, does not mean it's still not happening. As for what business to pursue, business opportunities around what you're naturally gifted at, or business opportunities around what you're skilled at, they tend to work easier for many people. And in terms of investments as well, make sure you pursue an investment opportunity that has been tried and tested, not one that is very speculative. Please make sure, so you don't put your money in the wrong thing. But far more importantly, anything you want to put your money into to multiply it, I would say make sure you ask God for direction. A lot of times I hear people saying, oh, person A put their money into this and they actually doubled their money within X amount of time. Just because it worked for person A doesn't mean it will work for you. You're unique, you're special, you're very different. You're not the same as anybody else. And the most important way for you to find out what is right for your life is to go to God and ask Him, what do I need to do? Where should I put my money? If you are able to do that, I promise you, you'd really see things working in your favor and turning around for you. No one knows tomorrow. If any of us knew what would happen tomorrow, I guess we will not be making the mistakes that we're making with our lives. But only God knows what would happen tomorrow. So for that reason, it's always best to go back to God and ask Him in prayers, what should I put my money into? Those are the 3 principles of money. If you are able to master the 3 M's of money, make money, manage money, and multiply money, you'd see such a turnaround in your finances. You'd see it, I promise you. If you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, please subscribe so you're one of the first people to know when the next video drops.